Oh my. Oh my.
You are now tuned in to the Revolution Radio Show. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Revolution Radio Show on 102.3 KCAA in the Inland Empire worldwide on the iHeartRadio app as well as on the NBC Radio. Forgive the technical difficulty there. It is my bad. For some reason, my mic was muted. I will take full responsibility for that. So my apologies for not having that handled. I know it probably sounded like nothing there for a hot minute, but that's all on me. If you're wondering who I am, I'm Jay Love. I'm your host, man, aka Uncle Jiggy. It is Monday, May the 10th. And so I was rambling to myself. So, you know, my engineer was texting me, telling me, Jay, we can't hear you. I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm talking to myself right now. I can hear me. So I'll start all over again. I just really wanted to take a moment to wish all of the mothers. I know we're a day after, but I hope that everyone had an amazing Mother's Day. I want to salute you because I understand that being a mother is a very difficult thing. You got to deal with your children. And if we're all being honest, all kids are jerks. Let's just keep it 100. Your kids are jerks because all kids are selfish. All they care about is themselves, and all they care about is their own agenda. And so you got to deal with that all the time. And so I salute you for dealing with that. You know what I mean? But no, it's a blessing. You know, moms, you're all amazing. Y'all are super women, and we definitely appreciate you even when we don't say it. And definitely for those of you who have moms, learn to appreciate them because you will definitely sorely miss them when they are gone. I know because I miss my mother every day. And but I cherish all the memories I have of that crazy lady. And I appreciate all of her impact and the love that she gave me throughout my life. That being said, man, happy Monday to everyone. I hope your week is starting out great so far. I'm having a good time. I got a lot of amazing things going on. Had a great weekend. I got some amazing things I want to share with you guys here in the upcoming week and in this month. But I got to jump in, man. You know, I love talking about the news, man, and things in the news. And so, we've been talking about this fight that's going to be going down between Logan Paul and Floyd Mayweather, right? And I've been asking y'all, does anybody have any idea? Well, okay, first of all, look, let's keep it 100. I don't think that Logan can touch Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather is, and I know a lot of you disagree and you guys think Floyd runs and all of that stuff or whatever, but Floyd is the single most technical and skilled defensive fighter the game has ever seen. The dude is phenomenal. The reason y'all hate him is because he makes it seem effortless. He makes it seem as if he's just not doing anything, but what he's doing is fantastic, is mind-blowing, right? Is it the type of exciting fight that we like to see, right? Two dudes in the middle of the ring beating each other up? No, but Floyd realized a long time ago that's not in the best interest of his health. Because if you look at fighters, unfortunately, it's not great for their health. Who would have thunk it, right? Getting punched in the face for a living is not good for your health. But what's funny is, this thing, I give this to both Logan and his brother Jake, man. They're great salesmen, right? They're great at selling these fights that they've been doing. And so recently, Logan put out a video. They picked it up on TMZ, whatever. But he said that he was sparring with the Gronkowski brothers, right? And if you don't know who that is, everybody knows Rob Gronkowski famously played, but also plays, with the dude who just will not get old, right? Tom Brady has won several Super Bowls with him. Big dude. And Logan saying like, yo, I sparred to prepare for this fight. I sparred with the Gronkowski brothers, right? And a lot of people were saying, he's saying that he handled them well. And a lot of people might say that, if you're fighting with bigger dudes, then when you fight a little dude, that'll give you an edge, okay? Here's the miscalculation on that. Them big dudes is nowhere near as fast as this little dude. You understand what I'm saying? Because Logan is already bigger than Floyd. Logan, I believe, is right around 200 pounds. Someone could correct me if I'm wrong. I'm open. Somebody hit me up. Let me know. But Floyd is in the like 150 range. You know what I mean? He floats in there, 145, 150. Already a 50 pound weight difference, right? So, but the thing is, and yeah, you don't see real fights like that. It's an exhibition fight. You don't see real fights like that because that's just ridiculous, right? If it was an actual world-class fighter, 50 pounds heavier than Floyd, it wouldn't happen. But Logan is not a world-class fighter. He's a dude, he just started out. I say he could hold his own, like he's like maybe Golden Gloves level, right? I would say he's Golden Gloves or maybe even Olympic, but he's not world-class, world champion level fighter. And so I just think it's funny, but it's entertaining. Like this is entertainment, right? And I think you guys will be entertained. But I said all that to say this. I know somebody's going to take me up on a wager. Somebody's going to bet that Logan can beat Floyd. So I'm here to say, yo, I'm down to take your money. So anyone who wants to, potentially put up a couple dollars, holla at your boy, man. I'm willing to talk to you. You know what I mean? Let's go. All right, here's the second thing in the news, man. Some of y'all are familiar with a gentleman by the name of Tim Tebow. Tim Tebow became famous when he played for the Denver Broncos, famously helped them, win a game. That's what's funny to me. Anyways, so Tim Tebow, been doing his thing. He went and played baseball for a little bit or whatever, but apparently Tim Tebow is in the NFL again, almost, I think. The Jacksonville Jaguars are planning to sign Tim Tebow to a one-year contract, according to NFL Network's Ian Rappaport. But Tebow won't be joining the squad as a quarterback. You ready for it, ladies and gentlemen? Bam, 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 bam. Tebow will be joining the squad as a tight end. I think that's actually kind of dope, man. I don't know anyone who could ever say that they played two different positions like that. You know what I mean? Like that would be like, I don't know what the equivalent would be, man. Like maybe playing defensive tackle and then playing cornerback would be the equivalent. I don't know. But Rappaport says the deal is expected to be completed in the next week or so, giving the 33-year-old a chance to compete for a roster spot. Tebow was drafted as a QB by the Denver Broncos in the first round of the 2010 draft and ultimately led the team to a win during the 2011 playoffs, which I think is hilarious because this whole, everything is based off of one win. So that's just so interesting. But shout out to Tim Tebow. I'm not going to hate her. I think that, hey, if you get a chance to play again, go play, man. I get what I'm going to do. Be mad. Let the dude, if no one can beat him out at tight end, that's their fault. That ain't Tim Tebow's fault. You know what I mean? And so also in the news, the COVID pandemic is hitting Japan so hard that the IOC president, Thomas Bach, has canceled a trip to the country, leaving many wondering if the Olympic Games will actually happen in July as planned, right? After a surge in cases in major cities, including Tokyo, the Japanese government extended a state of emergency from May 11th to May 31st, which leaves less than 2 months before the games are scheduled to begin on July 23rd. Health officials in Japan are concerned the current fourth wave of the infection contains a variant that is spreading very fast and expecting a relatively large number of young people. So here's my question to you, ladies and gentlemen. If you had an opportunity to go to the Olympic Games and there's this fourth wave going on, especially considering everything that's going on in India right now, right? Would you risk it for a potential Olympic medal? Like, is it worth it for you? I don't know. That's a question you would have to answer for yourself. I mean, and even at that, like, how would they do it? Like, would they compete with masks on, masks off? Like, it's a lot of variables, man. And so it's just really, interesting to try to figure out, like, how would they really accomplish this close coming out of a state of emergency? Like I said, less than 2 months. Me personally, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Maybe because if I was training all of this time, this might be my last shot at an Olympic medal. Man, that's a tough one, man. That one right there is like, whoo, like, what do you do? God, I don't know. That's a tough one. And I can't really say one where, to tell somebody, no, don't do that. If this is what you've been training for your whole life, you know what I mean? Like, don't do that. And also can't say to someone, yes, do that. And potentially put your life on the line for a medal. So I guess it's just an individual decision, man, but it's a tough one, so let's see. I guess we'll stay posted to see what's going to happen. If you're just tuning in, man, this is the Revolution Radio Show on 102.3. We got a whole lot we're going to talk about today. We'll be back in just a minute. Right now, I got my girl Twee with Options.
I keep watching, keep on calling, but I'm thinking about you. Ain't no stopping, we keep rocking. I said I got options, but I'm choosing on you. If you really down the road, then we can ride out. I don't wanna wait, so make your mind up. I wanna get closer, got me pushing up on you. Make it last a little longer. Take it off and put it on you. Always got something to say when I drop some. Stay down, I kept it real, you know where I'm from. Ain't the type to keep it low key, I'm not the one. You're saying too much, but I want you to show me. Don't need a rush, can we just take it slowly? Better act right, I don't wanna waste no time. Yeah, you saying them things about to lose my mind.
Yeah, that was my girl Twee with Options. You know what it is, man. I got to tell y'all this story. This is hilarious, right? But just in time for Mother's Day, this is special for all you Kardashian fans out there, right? There's a very famous cow roaming the fields in India, right? It was rescued by PETA, and it was named after Kim Kardashian. Apparently, the animal rights organization has said that it rescued this drop-dead gorgeous mama cow with striking eyes and long dark eyelashes. Get ready for it. And they named it Kim Kardashian. Oh, you got to admit, that's hilarious. Kim Kardashian. So I guess they're calling Kim a heifer. I don't know. You know what I mean? I thought that was funny. My bad. Can I laugh at stuff? You know what I mean? So listen, I know for those of you who've been tuning in, you know that recently my former co-host is working on the album. I told you I was going to introduce a new co-host today, And we will be doing that probably tomorrow. It's my man D Battles. Some of you have seen him on the show. It's an amazing artist, amazing talent. He's going to be coming on and joining with your boy. And I got probably another surprise as well with another, so we're probably going to be, I'm going to be introducing some people this week. All right. But I just wanted to take a moment and send some quick prayers to my man D. His girl is in the hospital right now. If y'all could just join me, send some prayers his way. Just to, I don't know the full situation, but just to, for her to have a speedy recovery and that things go well. I think she was having a couple of complications. So D, we thinking about you, man. We praying for you and for your girl that everything turns out okay, man. I know it could be a little bit scary sometimes, especially right now. Things with hospitals are really weird, and having to deal with that is always stressful. You know what I mean? So shout out to D Battles. He'll prayerfully, if everything goes okay, he'll be on with us tomorrow. That being said, what did you guys think of Elon Musk on Saturday Night Live this weekend? I don't know how many of y'all tuned in, but Elon Musk, and I'll say this, honestly, he wasn't that bad. I mean, because look, for a dude who not only is not a comedian, but is not an entertainer, right? This is just basically a regular old everyday nerd, right? And he himself said he's socially awkward. From what I understood, I guess he has Asperger's syndrome, which that even to me more is fascinating. The fact that he could do something like Saturday Night Live. So I think, honestly, I don't think he did too bad. Because he stepped out of what is the norm of what he does, which is invent things, and he's really great at it. And he's a super brilliant guy. A lot of people are hating on him and saying it was whack and all this stuff with it, but I think Elon did a pretty good job, man. Like, I'm not mad at him. His monologue wasn't bad. He brought his mom out. His mom they had to it was a little rough because obviously neither one of them are used to doing that, but they had like a little, the writers did a good job with the little, back and forth that they were doing. One of the jokes was hilarious when he was talking about OJ. And so I don't want to quote it wrong, but basically he was saying that, like, what are we going to, anyways, I'm not going to quote it wrong because dumb jokes come out stupid when you really quote, when you don't hit it right. But that being said, I think he did a really amazing job. You know what I mean? And so shout out to Elon Musk. Maybe he'll give me a free Tesla. Yes, Elon Musk. Woo! Elon Musk. I like Tesla. Maybe. Who knows? It might work. You know what I mean? Anyways, it's the Revolution Radio Show, man. It's my man, Jeff Jones. We love you better.
Can't keep on second guessing. So I think I need a lesson on how to love you better. I got so many questions. Can I get an answer? I think I need a lesson on how to love you better. Rolling in late at night. Yeah, tried to keep it on the low, but I'm high, so very high. So now she turned on in line. She's on the vibe. So baby, teach me how to do better. Can you show me how to do better? Cause I'm only flesh and blood. So show me what you want, babe. Can't keep on second guessing. So I think I need a lesson on how to love you better. I got so many questions. Can I get an answer? I think I need a lesson on how to love you better. Cause I've been doing you wrong. I'm here to testify. I can't keep coming home messed up in hella high. Yeah. And sugar, I don't wanna be alone. No, I can't deny. So can you show me how to do better? Yeah. Can you teach me how to do better, babe? Cause I'm only flesh and blood. So show me what you want, babe. Can't keep on second guessing. So I think I need a lesson on how to love you better. I got so many questions. Can I get an answer? I think I need a lesson on how to love you better. second guess and love. So I think I need a lesson on how to love you better. I got so many questions. Can I love you better? I got so many questions. Can I get an answer? Nigga, real nigga need an answer. I need a lesson on how to love you better.
I think I need a lesson on how to love you better. Yes, my man Jeff Jones will love you better, man. That song is fire to me. I could listen to that all day long. Listen, speaking of, well, not speaking of right now, but we were speaking earlier of Mother's Day. I gotta talk about this, man. A lot of us who grew up during the 80s and 90s were Cosby kids, right? We grew up on the Cosby Show. It was amazing. Obviously, the stuff that has happened in recent years with Bill Cosby has been disheartening, to say the least, right? But yesterday, some people were trying to go in on Phylicia Rashad, right? Who played Mrs. Huxtable, Claire Huxtable, on the Cosby Show famously. I mean, she's done a whole bunch of other stuff, but that's the role I think she's most remembered for. And so Phylicia Rashad was strangely thrust into a conversation about Bill Cosby and his so-called enablers, which the internet was not putting up with, especially on Mother's Day, right? Twitter was celebrating their favorite TV mom Sunday, and Phylicia was right up there at the top of the list, as she should have been, with many remembering and paying tribute to her starring role on The Cosby Show as Cliff's wife, Claire Huxtable. That is until someone took the convo left. A lady who goes by Lisa Talmadge, and whatever, I don't care what name is, Lisa, rained on everyone's parade, tweeting a bizarre claim and didn't even use Phylicia's proper name in making it, or her TV character's name for that matter. She wrote, Claire Huxtable was an enabler of the longest and most prolific drug rape predator in U.S. history. Really? Bill Cosby. Everyone on set knew he was a sadistic predator. Everyone. 75 women drugged and raped by Cosby, and he got away with it because of enablers. For starters, it's Claire Huxtable. Second, Mrs. Huxtable is not a real person. She's fictional and only exists in the show. More importantly, and as Twitter users furiously noted in response, Phylicia isn't responsible for what Cosby was accused of or convicted of. Okay, so let's get a couple things. Okay, number one, none, as far as I understand. Okay, so I don't believe the number is 75 women. I mean, it was a big number, but I don't believe the number was 75 women. If you're going to quote a number, make sure that the number is correct. One. Number two. And I've read some of the transcripts or whatever and seen a lot of the court stuff, because obviously Bill Cosby was a big figure in my life growing up, and just, you know, as important as he was in the Black community as well, this case was important, and I paid attention. As far as I recall, and again, I'm open if anybody has any other information, I don't think any one of the accusers ever said that Phylicia Rashad was aware of Bill's behavior. Now, what everyone was aware of, and even the fact that people were like, yo, what she's saying here is that she said everyone on set knew he was a sadistic predator. Okay. So number one, everyone knew that Bill was a giant jerk. That was the truth, because I've heard numbers of people who have interacted with Bill Cosby who said he was a giant jerk. Okay, people who acted with him, who worked with him on movies, TV shows, whatever. I haven't heard a lot of people say that they knew he was a sadistic predator. Third or fourth of all, I don't know whatever number we're on, number F. If everyone on set knew this, that means that the executive producers, the network, the crafts services people. I mean, if you're saying everyone, then you can't pin this on Phylicia Rashad. Everyone. Okay. Phylicia Rashad was showing up for work. You understand what I'm saying? So the people more responsible, if you want to call anyone an enabler, it's those handlers, right? The executive producers, the network. That's who don't call out Phylicia. Like, Phylicia Rashad didn't do nothing. So that was a very, very irresponsible tweet, right? And honestly, like, whoever this lady is, and her picture is there, she really looks like a senior Karen. Like, and when I say senior, I mean like a senior level executive Karen. And so, like, it's absolutely, I get it. Like, I'm not with what Bill did. Like, I think it was crazy. It was ridiculous. It was disgusting. It was a lot of things. But now you're saying not Rudy, but I was going to say Rudy and Theo. But you're saying basically Malcolm Jamal Warner, everybody else was responsible as well. And again, the culpability lands, number one, with Bill Cosby himself. Number two, if you want to call out a woman, let's talk about Bill's wife, but I'm not even trying to go there right now. But again, more importantly, it's the people in power, the executive producers, the network. That's who you want to call out. So, but to call out Phylicia Rashad is absolutely asinine and absolutely ridiculous. Shout out to Phylicia Rashad. Keep doing what you're doing, Ma. You know we love you. You're still our favorite TV mom, and we don't care what nobody say. So, you know, like I said, man, this is the Revolution Radio Show. We talk about everything. We don't back down from nothing. And so right now, I'm going to leave the door open for y'all to do all your little comments and whatever you want to do. It's your boy, Holla.
What you doing? Where you at? Oh, you got plans. Don't say that. Shut your trap. I'm sipping wine in a robe. I look too good to be alone. My house clean, my pool warm. Just shake smooth like a newborn. We should be dancing, romancing in the east wing and the west wing of this mansion. What's happening? I ain't playing no games. Every word that I say is coming straight from the heart. So if you're trying to lay in these arms, I'ma leave the door open. I'ma leave the door open, girl. I'ma leave the door open.
Yo, welcome back. If you just tuned in, this is the Revolution Radio Show on 102.3 FM. I am your boy J Love, aka Uncle Jiggy. So I got a question for y'all, man. How many of y'all remember well, she goes by Bad Baby, but she was originally known as Danielle Bregoli, or that's her government name, we should say. And for those of you who still don't know who she is, if you remember some years ago, there was a very bad child, or as I like to say, bad cheerings, on the Dr. Phil show. Her mama brought her on the show. And her whole thing was like, catch me outside. Remember, in that whole little catchphrase was like, catch me outside. Catch me outside. Catch me out. That girl. So she's calling BS basically on a bunch of critics who say, because I guess recently she has her own OnlyFans page on Instagram. For those of y'all who are not familiar with what OnlyFans is, now it is not just for this, but typically OnlyFans is reserved for basically a paid Instagram service where it's basically porn, right? And so a lot of girls go on there, they show their tidbits and do other stuff, and and people subscribe to be able to see this extra stuff on this exclusive Instagram platform. Like I said, I've recently heard that people are using it for like fitness, like to get fitness subscriptions and that sort of thing. But typically what OnlyFans is known for is for the nastiness, right? So apparently, TMZ caught up with her at the Grove, and, she was laughing at people who say that, she shouldn't be doing OnlyFans because she's only 18, because the OnlyFans site. Anyways, man. So she says that people are just bitter and jealous over her success. She's like, I'm rich. Catch me outside. I'm rich. So here's my question to y'all. Like, again, whatever people do, I'm at a place in my life, man. I'm telling you, the older I get, just the old Negro in me he like, I don't care about nothing. All y'all people's crazy. Shout out John DeBro. But here's the thing. What responsibility do we have? Like popular culture, let's be real. We make people famous for no reason, right? People, and again, I don't want to blame the Kardashians, but it's kind of started with the Real World, right? And then it was Paris Hilton. Paris Hilton ushered in Kim Kardashian, the Kardashians, and so on and so forth, right? And people are famous just for the sake of being famous. Like this little girl has done a whole bunch of stuff just based off of being a bad kid that went to the Dr. Phil show because her mama didn't know how to deal with her, and because we like watching a train wreck, right? She became famous, and now she's cashing in on that. And, arguably she's a pretty little girl, right? And so she's cashing in on her looks to make money. And I guess she doesn't care if she shows her tidbits, but the thing is, I think it's a bigger mark on society in terms of what we value, right? And she's only that because we made her that, right? Like if we wouldn't have cared about her being like, if we would have cared more about Danielle Bregoli and her mama getting help for this kid who was seemingly out of control, then catch me outside. And we're all to blame, right? We all fall into the, things that I guess is entertaining. And, like I said, the Real Housewives and all these other things that go on. People getting famous for no reason whatsoever, other than honestly being a train wreck, right? So can you be mad at this little girl for doing what she does? She even posted, I guess, she posted online, that she pocketed $1 million in just 6 hours in her OnlyFans debut. Like she put the receipts up there in terms of like the subscriptions, the tips, special messages. I guess you got to pay extra for special messages or whatever. She made over $1 million in 6 hours. It's like, again, do we hold any culpability in this? I mean, I don't, because I don't, but I'm just asking a question, man. I like to just have dialogue and wonder, like, hey, does anybody, does anyone, like at what point do we take responsibility and say no? And when we say no, meaning like we just ain't going to pay attention to you, because that's really how you stop this, is just stop paying attention to the situation, right? And so, I don't know. I just ask questions, man, because this stuff is out there. You know what I mean? And we just kind of let it fly by or whatever. But I just like to ask questions and see where people are at. Holler at your boy. Let me know. It's a Revolution Radio Show. We don't shy away from anything else. I'm going to play a song, but when I come back, I got to talk about Jay-Z, man. He making moves again. Like Hov is just keep doing his thing. So right now, though, I got to go. It's the number one single, man. It's pop. It's hot all over the country. I'm proud to say this is my artist, a manager. She's about to blow up. We're getting ready to release her EP this summer. Ladies and gentlemen, with the number one joint, Unstoppable. This is Angie Rose out of the Bronx, New York, right here on the Revolution Radio Show.
I'ma say it one more time, I'm not gon' stop, yeah. Ella de raíces boricua, le encanta bailar en Ibiza. Sabe que le duele la noticia, que su isla no está muy bien. Difícil pero posible, ay, respira Dios invisible. Ay, difícil pero posible, ay, respira Dios invisible, ay. I'ma say it one more time, I'm not gon' stop, yeah, yeah. I'ma say it one more time, I'm not gon' stop, yeah, yeah. Get me feeling unstoppable, feeling unstoppable, feeling unstoppable like I can't lose now. Kick game and I'm at it again. It's his name and I'm at it to win. You heard me, bottom to bottom, up to the top, man. I ain't need an elevator, it's like going up pop. Infatuated, had to fight like a man. I'm overcoming heartbreak and securing the bag. I react, it's a fact. If I crack, I'm tight, that's a fact. The boogie down, I'ma say it one more time, I'm not gon' stop, yeah, yeah. I'ma say it one more time, I'm not gon' stop, yeah, yeah. Get me feeling unstoppable, feeling unstoppable, feeling unstoppable like I can't lose now. Es que yo quiero vivir, es que yo quiero vivir, es que yo quiero vivir. Soy gozadera hasta el fin, es que yo quiero, es que yo quiero. Just to get up here, I'ma say it one more time, I'm not gon' stop, yeah, yeah. I'ma say it one more time, I'm not gon' stop, yeah, yeah. Feeling unstoppable, feeling unstoppable, feeling unstoppable like I can't lose now, feeling unstoppable.
Hey, that's the number one joint, Unstoppable by Angie Rose, man. Y'all need to go check her out at Angie Rose Music on all platforms. Yo, shout out to the dude Jay-Z, man, because this is something actually I would have expected Jay-Z to do a long time ago. But the rumor is that Jay-Z is getting ready to launch his own production company. Again, I thought Jigga would have did this but he's too busy becoming a billionaire, I guess. Yada dig, but hey, shout out to Hov, man, because I'm sure because he don't do nothing unless he know he gonna win, right? Like everything is calculated with Jay-Z. So I can't wait to see. I'm sure he has things in development already. And again, this is a rumor based on the fact that his company filed legal docs, S. Carter Enterprises, for a trademark for entertainment services in the nature of creation, development, and production of television programming, TV series, movies, and similar projects. Right. So, it's not like he didn't do no press release, but based on that, but it makes sense. I mean, Jay is a fixture in entertainment. He's been around it 100 years ago with, Rockefeller. He did, independent joints with Dame Dash. Jay would be following the footsteps of entertainment moguls who have their own production companies like Spike Lee, Adam Sandler, LeBron James. So, and come on, it's Hov. I'm sure whatever he does is going to be fire. Hov, by the way, I got a script, man. I got a script you can pick up. It's kind of fire. You know what I mean? Holla at your boy. Hey, I gotta ask you a question. I'm going to take a poll, okay? But here's what I need to know, man. There's a lot of people out there right now that, feel like our country is so here's what I'm asking. Do you feel we're better off 100, more than 100 days now, right? But we're better off more than 100 days after. Hit me at Revolution Radio Show on Instagram and Facebook, or at JLove Official, same thing, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. I'm just curious to know, man, because I've been talking to some people lately. So do you feel, a little over 100 days after the Biden presidency, right? So do you think we're better off now or 100 days after Trump? Just curious. I want to know. Because, I've had some people tell me some very differing things. I've had some people tell me that they're very displeased with the Biden administration. And other people have told me that, that's amazing. They love the Biden administration. So I got my own take on it, but I'm going to tell you all about it later. But basically, it's a poll I'm taking right now. So, hit me at the Revolution Radio Show, either on Facebook or Instagram, or at JLoveOfficial on Instagram, Facebook, or Twitter, and let me know what you think. And don't just tell me like Biden sucks or Biden is dope. Like, give me a reason. Like, actually give me, really some insightful commentary on what you feel about the situation, because I genuinely want to know what you feel and why. And we want to talk about it on the air. I want to have a whole show dedicated to just that. So again, I'm going to say, I really want to know, do you feel we're better off right now, a little bit over 100 days during the Biden administration, or were we better off 100 days after Trump, right? Like, what's a better situation and why? Tell me why the country is either better or worse off. You know what I mean? And I want to talk about this and get into some detail, see how we can find some common ground. Because at the end of the day, we all live here, right? And so whether we agree or disagree with one another, we need to figure something out because we all live here, right? Like, this is, and most of us ain't going nowhere. So we need to find some kind of common ground, right? And I think it starts with having an understanding of why the other person feels a certain way. Because I know, I'm going to be honest, for myself, people with differing views, right? Because they seem to be so polarizing, the views these last, especially 4 or 5 years, with different views. I got to a point where I just like literally was just cutting people off. Like, I was like, I don't even want to, I can't hear no la, 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 la. I can't hear nothing. And to some degree that was for my own mental health. So that certain things people were saying was absolutely insane. But at the same time, genuinely, in order to have any type of, real discourse, real communication with people, to be able to step forward. And I know you're not always going to see it. And there's not always going to be a solution, right? There's not always going to be like, kumbaya, we figured it out. But you got to start. So you got to try. You got to start somewhere. And so forgive me for being the eternal optimist, for always, wanting to believe that, we could figure something out and we could try to work together and make this, make the world a better place. You know what I'm saying? Because I believe the children are the future. Teach them well and let them lead the way. Show them all the beauty they possess inside. I know y'all want to hear my album. I'm not ready for it right now. But right now we're going to go to my man Beebs Holy, man. I'm going to holler at y'all in a minute.
I hear a lot about sinners. Don't think that I'll be a saint, but I might go down to the river. 'Cause the way that the sky opens up when we touch it, it's making me say that the way you hold me, hold me, hold me, hold me, hold me, feels so holy, 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 holy. Oh God, running to the altar like a track star, can't wait another second. 'Cause the way you hold me, hold me, hold me, hold me, hold me, feels so holy. I don't do well with the drama, and no, I can't stand it being fake. No, 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 no. I don't believe in Nirvana, but the way that we love in the night gave me life, baby. I can't explain it. The way you hold me, hold me, hold me, hold me, hold me, feels so holy, 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 holy. Oh God, running to the altar like a track star, can't wait another second. 'Cause the way you hold me, hold me, hold me, hold me, hold me, feels so holy. They say we're too young and the pimps and the players say don't go crushing. Wise men say fools rushing, but I don't know. They say we're too young and the pimps and the players say don't go crushing. Wise men say fools are rushing, but I don't know.
The rapper.
The first that pleases the Father might be the hardest to take.
Joe Pesci. They always come and sing your praises. Your name is catchy, but they don't see you how I see you. Parlay and Desi, cross tween Hesse. Hit the jet speed when they get messy. Go lefty like Lionel Messi. Let's take a trip and get the Vespas or rent a jet ski. I know the spots that got the best weed. We going next week. I wanna honor you. Rise groom, I'm my father's child. I know when the son takes the first step, the father's proud. If you make it to the water, he'll part the clouds. I know he made you a snack like Oscar Proud. Suffer it to be, so now gotta clean it up. Formalize the union and communion he could trust. I know I ain't leaving you like I know he ain't leaving us. I know we believe in God and I know God believes in us.
You hold me, hold me, hold me, hold me, hold me. Feel so holy, 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 holy. Oh God, running to the altar like a track star. Can we another second? Oh God, running to the altar like a track star. Can we another second? Oh God, running to the altar like a track star. Can we another second? 'Cause the way you hold me, hold me, hold me, hold me, feel so holy.
The way you hold me, hold me, hold me, hold me, hold me, feel so holy. That's my joint, man. I'm sorry. I'm a Beeb fan right now. I never thought I would be. I might lose my hood card, but I don't know. I'm just saying Beeb's is kind of fresh, man. Although his dreads, man, is looking real like skittish. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Y'all seen Justin Bieber's dreads lately, but he looks homeless. I'm just saying. I guess if you're a millionaire, you could afford to look homeless. See the juxtaposition of that? If you're a millionaire, you can afford to look homeless and nobody looks at you like you're homeless. But if you're homeless, you can't afford to look homeless because they'll look at you like you're homeless. And then you'd be like, yo, he's homeless. Isn't that crazy? Like, it's just really wild. Like, if Justin Bieber wasn't a millionaire and he came up to you, like, because, you know, he's always like looking kind of bummy, like the way he dresses, right? And then like the dreads, you'd be like, this dude's sketchy, right? But he's Justin Bieber. So you'd be like, oh, like kids be like, oh, that's mad cool. Like, I want to look sketchy. But if you see a bum, like we look at them and we like, that's disgusting. Get away from me. And so I guess that's my little commentary on homelessness, man. Like, you know, and compassion. And we need to, like, I don't know, just, I like to make people think, man. That's it. You know what I mean? If you're just tuning in, man, we're getting towards the end of the hour. This is the Revolution Radio Show on 102.3 FM. We got a lot of things. I got some guests playing later in the week. Like I said, I plan to introduce 2 new co-hosts this week. You know, shout out to my man D Battles and his girl. I hope she's doing well. Again, I just want to take this opportunity one more again to shout out the mamas, babies, mamas, all of them babies, mamas. Shout them all out for the incredible work they do raising the world, because that's basically what they do. They raise the world. So shout out to you, except for when your kids suck. And then, you know, yeah, your kids suck. I love you. Here's the funny thing, because I was thinking about my girl Cherie Marlene. Shout out to Cherie Marlene. She would always check me on different stuff that I say. So it's really cool sometimes when I could just say stuff and not get checked on it. But anyways, I really appreciate y'all, man. We got time for one more song before we get out of here. And then, you know, we'll see y'all mañana. I hope you guys are having a safe drive. A lot of you got out of work and you're driving home. I hope you're driving safe. This is one of my favorite joints, man. I love it. I want to go into the spirit. Shout out to my man, Nick Cannon and Tasha Cobb. This is No Weapon here on the Revolution Radio Show.
No weapon formed against me shall prosper. It won't work.
Speaking no weapon formed against me shall prosper. No,
It won't work.
God will do what He said He will do. He will stand by His word. Let go and let God.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite songs of all time. Shout out to Fred Hammond, who originally, composed that song. It's an amazing song. I'm mad that I didn't white balance because y'all can't see this is a dope LA hat, but it just looks really white or whatever. But anyways, I thank you guys for tuning in today as you do every day. I want to leave you with a word of the day, man. It's Hebrews 13:16. It says, make sure you don't take things for granted and go slack in working for the common good. Share what you have with others. God takes particular pleasure in acts of worship, a different kind of sacrifice that take place in kitchen and workplace and on the streets. Basically what they're saying is like, don't take for granted, what you got. Make sure that, let's definitely make it a point to always do for the common good, right? And it's a beautiful thing. Like it's a special act of worship to God when you cook for somebody or maybe like, I want to encourage, if you get a chance, do something for an elderly person or someone who can't give back to you. You know what I mean? It's literally considered an act of worship by God. So I just want to encourage you to do that, man, because the more we do that, even, we might sound a little corny, but random acts of love, random acts of kindness, imagine just how much better our world can be. That, we do things for people and we don't want anything in return, and we don't do it for the gram, right? We're not doing it for social media, but we're doing it just for the sake of just because, right? Imagine how all those little things accumulated could really make an impact in this world, man. Prayers out to India, man. I've been watching a lot of stuff on India. It's just really crazy over there, the amount of people that are dying on a daily basis. So I just want to say that. And again, I truly am appreciative of everybody who tunes into the show. I hope you have a good time with me. I hope you get something out of it. I hope that you enjoy because I enjoy being with you. You know what I mean? And so I don't take this for granted at all. And I hope that I do my best to do what I can to serve you up some soul food and put a smile on your face, right? Because I'm doing my act of worship, my act of sacrifice. So with that being said, man, it's your boy J Love, aka Uncle Jiggy. This is the Revolution Radio Show. And I want to remind you, as I always remind you each and every day, reach for your best, reach for success. But most of all, reach for God, because God is love and love is everything, man. I hope y'all have an amazing, blessed evening. Those of you traveling, that you travel safe. And I look forward to being with you tomorrow, man. We're going to have a great time tomorrow. And the rest of this week, as we're here Monday through Friday, 5 to 6 p.m. each and every day, Pacific Standard Time, man. It's the Revolution Radio Show. We'll see ya.
Oh, my.